What's up, everyone? So, Tunisia advances to the second round in Group B. They finished behind South Sudan. They had a record of 4-2, 4 wins, 2 losses. The 2 losses were, they were dealt to them by South Sudan, and South Sudan just got their payback. So, today we just focus on Tunisia. And Tunisia, they are the defending 2021 They're defending AfroBasket champions. They won that title in 2021, and they started off their window pretty well. They had 2-1 records in the first window in February, which they played in, and the second window, the first window which they played, that was the second window. Then the third window which they played this weekend, that was the third window. The second window they played, they had a record of 2-1 as well. So they rounded off with a record of 4-2, 2 wins, 1 loss. And in February, they beat Cameroon. It was tightly contested. The game was decided by 4 points. Tunisia pulled away with the win, 55-51. Then they matched up with the Tunisia matched up with South Sudan. South Sudan just came in, they upset them, gave them their first loss in a while, because Tunisia had enjoyed like a winning streak that wasn't seen in Africa. The guys were yet to take a loss in the whole AfroBasket. They never took a loss in the qualifiers in the actual AfroBasket. So they won. Man, they won every single game until even the final one, the finals. So South Sudan beating them and breaking that winning streak was huge, and Tunisia were dealt their first loss. Then in game day three, still in February, they matched up with Rwanda and they dismantled Rwanda, and they had a record of 2-1. But this past weekend, they matched up with Cameroon once again. Tunisia made quick work of them, 65-54. They beat Cameroon. Then they just added on to the win column with a 3-1 record. Then they met South Sudan. Again, South Sudan tore them apart. This game was just an utter domination on the South Sudan side. They dominated Tunisia a lot, and Tunisia just didn't have a definite answer to be able to stop the South Sudanese team, because their team was just built to. They just found a way to exploit their weak points on Tunisia, and which they did, and they dominated them. But to round out the window, Tunisia came up strong and beat Rwanda by 10 points, 76-66. Oh, the previous game with South Sudan, this game ended 75 South Sudan, 61 Tunisia, and they rounded off the record to 4-2 record, and they are moving on to the next round in Group B. In Group B, only there is Tunisia and South Sudan who are advancing to the second round, and Tunisia will match up late in August this year. They're going to match up with Senegal, Congo DR, and Egypt, teams from Group D, and we just wait to see how Tunisia is going to fare, because they're still a dominant side. It's just that they lost both games to South Sudan, which I expect them to at least use the momentum that they had to come back and at least win against Egypt, another powerhouse, win against Senegal. It'll be just a great game. And also Congo DR, another underdog another underdog team who just show why they're one of the best teams in Central Africa. So Tunisia, not much to say on them. They know how to win. They know what to do, especially in those situations where the game really counts. And they're moving on to the next round. So the rematch between Tunisia and South Sudan, I just hope it happens down the road, especially when they meet in the next stages. And it's just going to be awesome to see how Tunisia going to prepare for South Sudan again when they meet again. That is, if they meet. Not sure if South Sudan are going to make it past their bracket. If they do make it past their bracket, it can be awesome to see that rematch. But as we stand, Tunisia, they're just looking more and more mortal as we continue with this tournament, and this is just going to give another team like an Egypt a blueprint on how to take them down. Remember, Egypt versus Tunisia, they met in the BAL, Zamalek versus USM, and USM this time came up strong. They beat the Zamalek team. So I expect at least a fight between uh Tunisia and Egypt, and I feel like Tunisia have the upper hand against a team like Egypt. Senegal, I'm not sure what type of defense or offense they're going to run on them, but if the Tunisian side is able to stop any transitional points, Senegal can be locked up, and that's the same strategy that Cote d'Ivoire used to in the semis, in the AfroBasket semis, to shut down Senegal. Congo DR, man, you have to beat them in the rebounds. If you can't beat Congo DR in the rebounds, you're not winning that game. So you cannot let Congo DR rebound you both offensive and defensive rebounds. It's gonna be hectic for you to win a game, but all in all, we're just waiting to see what the next round is gonna look like. Group B. I mean, it was just awesome to watch. The teams that couldn't make it: Cameroon 105, Rwanda 105. So those teams are going home. They're packing their bags and going home. Tunisia had 66% win percentage, and they had 10 points or plus minus or plus 17, and they just looked pretty good. They looked pretty good in this group. Okay, I expected them to at least go 6-0, but that wasn't possible. They had to at least they had to at least get a 4-2 record, but 4-2 is still okay. So they're all moving on to the next. That's South Sudan and Tunisia. So the other teams, Cameroon and Rwanda, they have to kick rocks and go home and prepare for the next African tournament or the next FIBA World Cup, or yeah, the next one. So I'm out. I'm gonna see you in the next upload, and well done Tunisia for doing great things and being a great team. So yeah, I'm out. See you in the next upload.